Man United are embarrassing, Swansea players are generous, Fabian Johnson is under contract, Cristiano Ronaldo is very rich, and the college team who are heading towards the Europa League. Welcome to the Goalmouth, ladies and gents, your daily 5-minute dose of soccer news brought to you by Dirty Tackle, Howler Magazine, The Total Soccer Show, and my man Flu. It's Friday, May 12th, 2017, which means it's time to say happy 43rd birthday to Lutz van Steel, the legendary goalkeeper who's played in all 6 FIFA confederations. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag, Lutz. Okay, let's get on with the show. After overcoming the 12th best team in Spain, Manchester United have earned a place in the Europa League final, where they'll be charged with overcoming the 2nd best team in Holland. A Champions League berth therefore looks likely, but that's not a good enough return on the season for Roy Keane. Speaking on English TV, the former Red Devil says Jose Mourinho's team have been embarrassing this season. Quote, for a club like Manchester United, winning the League Cup and the Europa League with the teams that are in it, you'd expect them to do that. But to be so far behind in the league, I think is nothing short of embarrassing with the players they have and the squad and money they've spent. End quote. Well, it's kind of a good point. United are 19 points behind Chelsea, who are expected to be crowned champions at West Brom today, and considering their resources and personnel, they've massively underachieved. You could say the same for Man City too. When the season first started, remember, everybody expected the Manchester sides to occupy the top 2 spots, and they both failed spectacularly. Anyway, whether you think United are embarrassing or not is up for debate, but Roy Keane is angry, and you wouldn't like Roy Keane when he's angry. Or happy for that matter. Next we go to Swansea, where we heard last week that the players have made an incredible gesture, offering to pay for all 3,000 tickets of their allocation at this weekend's game at Sunderland. It's now been revealed that the club are giving each fan £5.52 to spend on refreshments at the game. Isn't that nice? Enjoy your hot dog while your stomach is in knots, wondering if your team is about to be relegated, guys. But there's an unfortunate aside from this great gesture. The club have said they're going to punish anybody who tries to sell their free ticket on a third-party website. Quote from The Guardian, we're extremely disappointed that any supporter would sell a ticket paid for by the players themselves. Not only would we warn supporters about getting tickets from these sites, which are often not guaranteed, but any supporter found selling their ticket for this game runs the risk of having their season ticket and club membership revoked. To be fair, it would be a pretty silly idea to sell your free ticket in these circumstances. Almost as silly as putting Bob Bradley in charge of your Premier League club. Yeah. US soccer news now, joining David Hasselhoff on the list of Americans who've impressed the Germans, Fabian Johnson has been given a new deal by Borussia Mönchengladbach. The Munich-born US international has been on the books with Die Fohlen since 2014, and now he's contractually obliged to stick with them until 2020. Good stuff. Cristiano Ronaldo update now. It probably doesn't surprise you to learn that the Portuguese megastar gets paid. Seriously, paid. According to the forthcoming book, Football Leaks, The Dirty Business of Football twice in the headline, interesting, he can command over $1 million for half a day's work. The book says that in 2013, a Saudi telecoms company agreed a contract for £920,000. That's about $1.1 million. For that cash, they got 4.5 hours of Ronaldo time. They got a photo shoot, 5 signed shirts, and 2 guaranteed mentions on his social media feed. The Saudi firm were also licensed to use Ronaldo's image from the day for advertising, but only in the Middle East and North Africa, not worldwide. Maybe the Saudi telecom firm would have found better value spending their marketing budget with the Goalmouth, which very much leads me to my next point. If you're thinking of buying some soccer gear, why not head over to soccerpro.com? If you use the promo code GOALMOUTH18, all one word in caps, you'll get 10% off your order. That's GOALMOUTH18 at soccerpro.com for 10% off. And finally today, the second Welsh update of the pod, as a Welsh university team now find themselves just 1 game away from qualifying for Europe. Cardiff Metropolitan University compete in the Welsh Premier League, where they finished 6th this season, which means they've qualified for a playoff for a Europa League place. This is kind of like a really terrible college basketball team, like a really bad one, making it into the NBA. It's incredible stuff. And bear in mind, the kids in this team are just regular students who never made it as footballers professionally. They're not the pampered, scholarshiped pro-athlete wannabes that you might get in college over here. I actually played for my university team, and you had to buy your own kit. You played on horrible muddy fields, and you'd be lucky if the crowd consisted of a man and his dog. Great stuff, uni lads. Alright, that's it for today's pod, except to tell you that episode 4 of the Dirty Tackle podcast is out now. Please go and download that. I thank you in advance for your support. You can learn more about all of today's stories in the Goalmouth email. Linky is in the show notes. And please tune in again on Monday for Brooks Peck's guide to the day's events. I leave you with today's Goalmouth top tip. It's okay to call Man United embarrassing if they win a competition with college teams in it. Love to you, others. See you next time.